Our chief guest has arrived, requesting all of you, dear parents, to please stand. And I'm sure you could greet our chief guest with a nice loud clap. So as soon as you see him entering in, as soon as you see our chief guest entering, you would greet him with a loud clap. Parents, requesting you all to get your hands together for our chief guest. Chief guest, Reverend Father Bosco de Mello, our manager, Sister Theodomira, our principal, Sister Perlan, our headmistress, Sister Maria, sisters of the convent, our special guests, and my dear parents. This year is dedicated to the family, and what better way than to end it with a musical based on keeping promises. With the strong belief in our school motto, God is my strength, we at Carmel's begin every function invoking God's blessings. My humble request, dear parents, is to switch off your mobile phones or keep it on silent mode as we are about to begin with our prayer dance. May I request all of you to please be seated in a prayerful posture.
I'm going to the toilet and coming in 5 minutes. My partner's not coming now in the dance. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got my brothers and my sisters in his hands. He's got my brothers and my sisters in his hands. He's got my brothers and my sisters in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the sun and the rain in his hands. He's got the moon and the stars in his hands. He's got the wind and the clouds in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the rivers and the mountains in his hands. He's got the oceans and the seas in his hands. He's got you and he's got me in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody there in his hands. He's got everybody everywhere in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Our chief guest for today is a well-known personality. Not Salman Khan, not Shah Rukh Khan or Amir Khan, but a young, simple, affectionate, and a dynamic person, a heart-throbbing guide, a friend, an entertainer, an excellent principal, and the list is endless. He is none other than Reverend Father Bosco de Mello, principal of Don Bosco's High School, Matunga. We are indeed privileged to have you here with us, dear Father. For those who are not familiar with Father Bosco, let me tell you something about him. During his tenure for 6 years as a principal of Don Bosco High School, Borivali, he had taken the school to great heights in the fields of academics, especially in science, sports, dramatics, elocution. Don Bosco always stood first in the inter-school competitions. No wonder he was awarded the Best Principal Award by the Lions Club of Mumbai. It is indeed commendable that Father Bosco knew every child at the school by their names, right from junior KG to the standard 10. I know because my son was one of the fortunate ones to be educated under him. Now, for the last 6 years, Reverend Father Bosco is the principal of Don Bosco's Matunga. There too, with his personal touch and his charisma, he has won the Best Boys' School Award. It ranks 7th in India, 2nd in Maharashtra, and 2nd in Mumbai. I think he deserves a big round of applause for his astounding achievement. Father Bosco has a very pleasant personality. He's very honest and a straightforward person. He is loved and admired by the young and the old. Be it a student, a teacher, or a parent, he has a listening ear and is of a great help to those in need. We are indeed privileged to have such an accomplished and versatile person with a subtle sense of wit and humor to be our chief guest this evening. Welcome, dear Father Bosco. And as a token of our love and appreciation, we would now present you with a bouquet. I now request Teacher Smitha to present Father Bosco with a bouquet.
Is this a story about the rats and more rats? Is it just a Pied Piper coming to the rescue of an infestation? It must be a story about promises not kept. Probably one of vengeance wrath. Do we have an infestation in our own homes of the mouse and the screen and the virtual world between? The iPod, the iPad, the iPhone, and the world of I. Sooner or later, when things get no better, we call the Pied Piper to spirit away the distractions that invade our homes, the epidemic that takes us away from the beauty of family values, of precious time spent in communion and fellowship. Let's retreat into the secret game, dancing to the Piper's song. Take with us our childhood and skip along. Let us treasure moments with our children. They will be gone before it is too late. A childhood left behind. Here is a city, a prosperous one, Let's ready our rat traps as the action begins. A long time ago, in a city called Hamelin in Germany, something strange happened. One morning, way back a long time in a place Hamelin town, every person was wearing a frown, and the cause of the people acted despair, and the reason the people were turning head was the weather forever hung in the air. Let's big bad rats, ugly rats, messy rats, dirty rats, stinky rats everywhere. Every place that you looked were their crimes, even in corners where sand couldn't shine, and the cause of the people up to this day, and the reason the people were tearing their hair was a weather forever hung in the air. That's big fat rats, ugly rats, messy rats, dirty rats, stinky rats, ugly rats, messy rats, filthy rats, stinky rats everywhere. Good evening, Erwin. How are you today, Enrich? Where are you going? I am going to buy a mouse trap. Lately, there are a lot of rats in my house.
You're right. My house is also full of them. Something is happening because we never had rats in this town before. They are not only in the houses, they are everywhere. In the streets, in the town square, in the market, everywhere.
The government should do something before this turns into a real plague. And this happened for several weeks. During this time, the rats multiplied until there were thousands of these.
Chewing up the tables and the chairs.
Cats could be seen everywhere, in barns, stores, warehouses, restaurants, bakeries, even the church. One day, the whole town got together in front of the city hall to ask the mayor to do something about it.
We can't take this anymore. Up into the rafters and underneath the stairs. Chewing up the tables and the chairs. Even in our bedrooms and tapping on the floor. We definitely can't take this anymore.
And this happened for several weeks. During this time, the rats multiplied until there were thousands of them. Rats could be seen everywhere, in barns, stores, warehouses, restaurants, bakeries, even the church. One day, the whole town got together in front of the city hall to ask the mayor to do something about it. We want you to do something. We want those rats out of this town. Even the cats ran away from them. My son was bitten by a terrible rat while he was sleeping. rats ate all the grain in my store. Those rats will bring us like that to this town. If the mayor can't deal with this problem, let's take him out. We'll have to do something. Give me ideas.
Let's buy some new mouse traps. This will solve our problem.
It won't work. There are no mouse traps in the city.
Those rats are smart. They know how mousetrap works.
Think of something. People out there are furious. Let's offer a reward. Let's offer silver coins to the person who can get rid of all the rats. It's a good idea. Let's offer 200 silver coins to anyone who can make the rats disappear. Good idea.
Good idea? Yes, it is. Not only is it a good idea, it's an excellent idea. It's not only a good idea and an excellent idea. It's a great idea.
I'm the mayor of this town, the most important